Hello, I just want to recap play script features for you today before I give you your task. So yesterday we looked at play scripts, and just remember these are the features you're looking for. So it has to have a colon after the character's name to show what they say, their speech. You have to have the characters and their names. Each new speaker has a new line to speak on. And speech is written without speech marks. Stage directions are a feature of play scripts, and they are how to say something, how to act something out, what expression to have on your face. We don't read out stage directions, you just read them in your head, and it helps the actors to know how to act out the scene. Hello! Today what we're going to do is we are going to write our play script for chapter 3 of Spartacus, which was called The Volcano. The first thing you need to do is go to YouTube and watch the video of Mrs. Kirby reading chapter 3 again. And then you need to come to this page on the BGFL. So I've started it for you, and I've done scene 1. And then I've written the stage directions in green, and I've written the scene is a volcano in the countryside, the weather is hot, the mob are armed with swords and spears. And then the first person's going to speak, the first character is the narrator who tells the story. And they say, the volcano hadn't erupted for years, the rebels began to climb it, more people joined them as news of their escape spread. Notice that the character's name has a colon after it, and then the speech has no speech marks. Then I've done another stage directions. This tells people what to do. So more people join Spartacus and Crixus on the stage. So you can imagine if you were watching this in the theatre, more of the mob would come onto the stage at this point. Then it's the turn of the narrator to speak again. They set up camp and shared out their plundered food and drink. Soldiers came to defeat Spartacus, trapping him at the top. Then Crixus speaks. What do we do now? The only other way down is a sheer drop. And then it's over to you. So I've given you some help. So I've told you that the narrator's going to speak next. So you need to go back to the YouTube video of Mrs. Kirby reading the story and find the bit in the story where that happens. So the narrator might say something like, Spartacus was looking around the mountain for inspiration, all he could see was the tangled vines. So something like that. Then it's Spartacus's turn to speak. And at the bottom of the page, I have given you, just scroll down, I have given you the speech from yesterday, not yesterday, the day before, about the speech here. This is the speech that you need to use, one of these. So decide which pieces of speech that Spartacus spoke at that point, and then put it next to his name here. Okay? Then I'm looking for another stage direction. So what happened then in the story? Did Spartacus stay where he was? What happened to the mob? What were they doing? You can write that there. Then it's the turn of the narrator to tell us more about what's going on in the story here. And then it's Spartacus's turn again to say something using the speech from the bottom of the page. Then it's the narrator's turn again to fill us in on the story. Then here, this bit of speech says, let's surprise our enemies. I've left the character name blank here, so can you fill that in with a colon? Then you need another stage direction, and then Spartacus speaks again, another stage direction, and then it's the narrator's turn before we get to the end of the scene. So the speech that you need to write for Spartacus is at the bottom of the page, but I want you to make your own narrator speech using the video that Mrs. Kirby read of the story of this chapter. Okay, good luck.